romaine leaves and rye crackers. These are what we use for our giraffe feedings, snacks, treats that they definitely respond well to. And I'm gonna use this to kind of give them some treats while we chat about some stuff. If you can see, they have these purplish black tongues. They can be about 18 inches long to get those hard to reach pieces of lettuce that I don't let them take. So it's a mucus covering on their tongue. That mucus coating helps them actually in the wild. They would eat branches with thorns in them, and the mucus would coat the thorn and it allows them to digest it then. Yeah, so people always ask, can I pet them? And I'm like, they don't really like it. As food motivated as they are, if I even try, it's like, nope, get away from me. And you don't want to get in the way. Giraffe use their heads for like sparring and stuff, and they'll hit. You don't want to get hit by a giraffe head. So if you can see, giraffe have these 2 points on the top of their head. They're actually horns. They are bones. They're called ossicones. What's similar about them with us is they also only have 7 vertebrae. Their vertebrae are just so much bigger. You stack vertebrae like this, 7 long, you get the long neck that they have. I'm not touching you, it's okay. Giraffe are can grow typically to 12 to 18 feet. Most of ours are in the 12 to 13 range. Our male's a little taller. The reticulated giraffe is a little bit shorter species. There's some taller ones. Rothschild, Maasai get a little bit taller. So we have a little fridge here full of some vegetables. Recently found out that some of our giraffe here like celery, so we've been using that as enrichment. Carrots we can use for feedings or as enrichment as well. And right behind you, there's a PVC puzzle feeder. And what you don't see is on each line of the S, there's 3 holes on the inside where the giraffe are. So I can put produce in there and then they have to use their tongues to get it out. Then I have a little feeder out here that I can use for the bale. I'm gonna put some produce in here and hopefully he'll come over and try and eat that. We've got some flavored salt licks on some of the cables, and then yeah, all the toys come in different shapes and sizes. All usually have holes that we can stuff with like romaine, hay, treats like the celery, the carrots, the sweet potatoes, and then they have to work for it. I've been in the animal care field for 19 and a half years. It'll be 20 in September. I started at the Bay Beach Wildlife Sanctuary. Then I went on to the new zoo in Green Bay, the Northeast Wisconsin Zoo. And that's actually the first place I ever worked with giraffe. Because of my experience with large hoofstock giraffe, moose, elk, I got a job at Disney's Animal Kingdom working on their West Savannah team. And that's the giraffe team. If anybody's been to Disney, that's the safari ride. I spent 6.5 years at Disney's Animal Kingdom, 3 years at the new zoo in Green Bay, 4.5 at the Bay Beach Wildlife Sanctuary. And then from Disney, I came here to Milwaukee, and it's been 6.5 years. It'll be 7 in June. So this is Ziggy. Ziggy is the female giraffe that was born at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and I was actually her zookeeper there. She was born in August of 2010. She was shipped from Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge to the Milwaukee County Zoo. So we kind of have a connection. And then I came up here working with her, and she was pregnant, so I got to be the keeper of her firstborn, Tafari. And Tafari ultimately became one of my favorite animals to ever work with. So I have that kind of cool connection with her that I was there for when she was born, got to actually be with her when she was born, weigh her, and then I moved up here and I became her keeper, and I got to do the same thing with her baby. He weighed more than her. It definitely gave me a reason to really enjoy being a giraffe keeper. That connection I had with her and him that I had at Disney transferred over to here. I don't know, it's something special to me, and I like to tell people that story, and yeah. For those that are interested in becoming zookeepers, especially the young kids, get out there and visit zoos, and when you're old enough, be able to volunteer in animal institutions, whether it be farms or vets. Sometimes at zoos they have programs, educational programs. Definitely going to school is the way you're going to get into this field, because you pretty much need a degree. Prepared to go anywhere, and don't stop trying. Like, if you get turned down, apply it to more than one place, definitely, all over the place. If you get turned down, just keep applying, you know, and a lot of places have turnover, and it could be, you know, 2 weeks later, that same place. Take what you can get, enjoy all of your experience, learn from all of your experience, and keep trying to do more. The reason why I wanted to be a zookeeper is basically I've always wanted to be a zookeeper and nothing else. As far back as I can remember, I've wanted to be a zookeeper since at least 4. My family tells me when we would come here to the Milwaukee County Zoo as a kid, I always said I wanted to be a zookeeper. Being with the goats, I want to be a zookeeper. I used to watch animal shows growing up, first Jack Hanna and then Steve Irwin, and I just, you know, I wanted to do that. I wanted to work with animals. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do, so it's kind of like my dream job I grew up doing, and this is actually the zoo I grew up going to, so this zoo probably had a big influence on me wanting to be a zookeeper. All right, well, thanks for spending time with me and listening to me talk about my job here at the Milwaukee County Zoo. I hope to see you out here this spring and this summer, and if you see me, stop by, say hi to Zookeeper Ryan, or as my family calls me, Uncle Zoo. And yeah, say hi to our giraffes, especially Ziggy.